Liverpool Football Club have a chance of being the very first team to hit the quad. They just won the EFL Cup against Chelsea, are currently on top of the Premier League, are in contention for the FA Cup, and are in contention for the Europa League. Can they win it all? We shall see. In this video, we'll be assessing their chances of winning each. So let's get into it. Now let's start off with the Premier League. As I mentioned before, they are on top, but they're on top by 1 point. The title race is really close on this one. Between Manchester City, Arsenal, and Liverpool, those are the 3 contenders. There are 12 games left, and neither of those teams have a game in hand of each other. They are on equal footing. Obviously, we should not overlook any of the smaller opponents, but I want to key in on some specific games, especially for Liverpool. For starters, they have to play against Manchester City. Not this weekend. This weekend is Nottingham Forest, which is no easy task. Hopefully they get past them and I don't look like an idiot. But next up, they gotta play Manchester City at Anfield. That is a massive game, a must-win game, I must add. A draw is a trap, guys. Don't get it twisted. A draw puts Arsenal in prime position for the overtake. A loss obviously puts Manchester City on top. And a win only keeps Liverpool on top but pushes Man City about 2 games worth of results behind. Apart from that game, Liverpool also have some worrying ones. Next up after City, they're playing the derby against Everton at Goodison Park, and that normally says draw all over it. They then have to play Manchester United at Old Trafford, West Ham at London Stadium, Tottenham at Anfield, and Aston Villa at Villa Parks. These games alone are really tough, but hopefully Liverpool can squeak past it. The good news for them is the other 2 contenders in Man City and Arsenal have to play each other, which is awesome for them. If Manchester City and Arsenal manage to get a draw, it's the perfect result. And whichever team loses, it's kind of a way of removing them from the title picture. Another team to look out for in this title race is Tottenham, and not for the reasons you're thinking. They're not in the title race, obviously, but they're going to play against each one of these contenders back to back to back. They have a huge say in who wins this. If Tottenham manages to pull favorable results against any of these teams, it has a huge impact on how things stand. As it stands right now, Liverpool are in the driver's seat, so let's see how things shake out with them. I'd give them, let's say, a 75% chance of winning the Premier League if they beat Manchester City this weekend. If it's a draw, I'd say it's about a 50-50. And if they lose, I give them 33% chance. A loss basically puts everyone on the same footing. I mean, the point differential is going to be there, but all the other factors considered, I'd say each one of them would have a 33% chance. Next up is the FA Cup, and this one is a tough one for Liverpool. Liverpool are not the favorites. I'll say the favorites go to Manchester City, but Liverpool is right up there. They just got past Southampton. Manchester City just got past Luton Town. The trophy is kind of close, but the format is what might mess everything up. Each game is a 1-leg knockout tournament, so you kind of got to go perfect for the remainder of the games. There are 3 games left, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the finals. So it's going to be tough, but Liverpool do have a good chance of winning it. It's a bit of a double-edged sword here with the 1-leg type of games. The 1-leg type of games may work out in Liverpool's favor if they match up against a team like Manchester City. You know, beating Manchester City over 1 leg is way easier than beating them over 2. But it's a double-edged sword in that any team can beat anyone, and matching up against a team like, let's say they match up against Manchester United or Chelsea or whoever, that team has a chance of beating Liverpool as well. So all factors considered, for the FA Cup, I'd say 33% is a fair shout for Liverpool in winning that one. Moving on to the Europa League, this one is a tough one as well. No easy work for Liverpool. Their main competition in the Europa League has got to be Bayer Leverkusen, a team that has not lost all season. They are on top of their league and looking to complete a treble of their own. I don't see how Liverpool beats them, to be very honest with you guys. Given the format and it being 2 legs, it's going to be real tough. If they meet up in the finals, there's a much better chance. But still, Bayer Leverkusen have looked phenomenal. Liverpool are going to have to rely on their experience to be able to best a team like Leverkusen, because again, they're quite young, but they're phenomenal, and Xabi Alonso has been sensational. I'd say for the Europa League, I'm giving Bayer Leverkusen a 50% chance of winning it, Liverpool a 30% chance of winning it, and the other teams collectively a 20% chance of winning it. Thankfully, some of their firepower in Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez are expected to return soon, but injuries such as Trent Alexander-Arnold, Diogo Jota, Gravenberch, Endo, Curtis Jones, Dominic Szoboszlai, their injuries really put Liverpool Football Club's squad depth to the test, especially in the midfield. Their midfield really will have to play a lot of minutes, and Klopp has to manage these players really, really wisely. Very challenging indeed, but couldn't think of a better challenge for Jurgen Klopp's last season. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like. Comment what you think about Liverpool's chances of winning the quad. Comment and let me know what you think about my percentage chances I gave Liverpool. Subscribe, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, game time.